We are now recording. Okay, great. All right, so you guys see, I know Mike, oh my God, I can't, listen, as you can see, I'm just kind of a marketer. I don't do these webinars. I'm not a guru. I really don't even know how to use GoToWebinar. So my apologies for not being like a seasoned guru that does these webinars all day long and all night long and just knows how to use them. So I'm really not that guy. I'm not that guru. We're just going to talk about Instagram right now. Nothing to buy on this webinar. I'm not going to pitch you. I'm not going to sell you anything at the end. So, you know, forgive me for not selling you anything at the end of this webinar. This is really purely just for you guys to learn how to use the macros that you have in the Macro Club, and then how to just, you know, some basic, easy, simple strategies on how to get going with Instagram and start driving traffic and hopefully, you know, leads and stuff. So let's go right back to what I was saying. So here is a profile that I opened up. There's only 20 posts, and each one of these from the beginning, we can look at the first post, and the first post got 3 views. It was totally unrelated. Then this was 5, and then we have 7 over here, and then 8, and it's interesting, incrementally going up and up and up, and it's going up and up and up. The more followers I was getting. So the more followers I was getting, the further up it went. The easier it is for you to get those likes and engagement, because they're not like Facebook right now limiting the reach like crazy. They're literally, I think, probably giving at least 50%, maybe even more than that, because the amount of likes that some of these are getting, you know, just from posting and not really doing anything other than running these macros and engaging very little while running them, and I'm going to show you. It's just amazing. So you've got to get into Instagram right now, and you've got the macros and the way to use it. So what I've been doing, as you can see here, the key is having, as you were listening, the hashtag strategy. So having a good hashtag strategy, similar to low competition keywords and SEO, that kind of thing. You want to have hashtags that not everyone's fighting over right now. You want to just get into those small niche searches where people are looking for very related, very specific things, and there's not thousands and tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of posts that you need to compete with. Because at first you're just going to get, you know, downtrodden and not being able to get any traffic from Instagram because, you know, you're competing for SEO and there's like 1 million posts, or you're competing for social media marketing and there's like 1 billion posts. So don't do that. That's not the right thing to do. The right thing to do is to identify your hashtag strategy first. So how we do that is get your keywords, just like in SEO, just like where you want to be targeting, and go ahead and search and look how many people are competing. So if we just go, for example, SEO, and let's do the hashtag there. It's not going to be 1 million. Look, 1 million posts, and they're not all for SEO. Some of them are related to just different parts of the world, and I mean, they're not all related to SEO. So you can get in there, and eventually, if you have a massive authority account, obviously you will. So you can see here, this has only got 3 likes. This has only got 15 likes. This has only got 8 likes, 5 likes, 2 likes. And the reason for that is because they have lots of other posts with hundreds and thousands of likes. So once you build up your authority, you will be able to get into these massive searches and drive loads and loads. Look, this guy has 20,000 likes. Okay, so don't go for those at first, but do include those within your strategy, within your hashtags. So something that's really not that competitive is if we look at video SEO, for example, it's nowhere near as competitive as SEO. And you can see 807 posts. And then you've got all these other related ones here. Video SEO Pro, 20 posts. Video SEO Media, Video Soul, okay. Video SEO Tips, Video SEO Expert. So all of these with just a few posts, they are the kind of keywords, the kind of hashtags that you definitely want to be starting off with, because that's going to get you into the top results here, and if someone does search for it, they're going to find you you're going to be there because there's no one else. So, for example, video SEO, 807 posts, and all of the ones up here are sort of from the authorities that have just stuck there for a while. And then the ones that you have down here, the most recent ones, as you all know, and there you have the 2 posts. This is one of my posts, and that's also one of my posts. And this is another one of my posts. This is another one actually from another persona altogether. But there are lots of people, well, there are people targeting these searches, and they're not that competitive, right? So there are people looking for this stuff, and they're not that competitive, and these are the kind of tags that you're going to want to be targeting at first. So that's the ideal, that's the kind of hashtag strategy you want to be employing when you first get started with a brand new Instagram account. And with any Instagram account, really, you want to be targeting all of the most relevant and the most, least competitive tags, so that you build authority over time, and Instagram, people start to see that, Instagram sees people are liking your posts, and, you're consistently sharing things that are getting liked and engaged, and eventually you become an authority, you get lots of followers, and that's what happens. So you'll end up being able to rank for all of these very competitive keywords. So if we just go to the page, here's the main page. So we've got 155 followers and 112 that are following. Okay, and that is all from using the follow like macros, and also just letting people follow you from posting good content. So as we can see here, from when we got started here, 10, 9, 45, 51, and it was like, whoa, there's this was like a big jump and big motivator. You can see went from 9 and 10 likes to immediately 51, 45, 46, and more, and so on and so forth. As you can see, 71 likes, and a website isn't ranked in a day. I liked that one. That was one of my favorite ones. And as you can see, 47 likes, 5 comments, 63 likes, 4 comments, and this is a brand new account, right? So there's only 20 posts, brand new account. Haven't spent more than like a couple of hours at the most, just curating, finding content, and posting. So the key to from what I've seen here and through testing to getting the engagement and the likes is definitely sharing content that has proven itself already somewhere else in other niches, or has proven itself already on Instagram, or has proven itself already on Facebook, or even in Google Images. So it's a very, so, let me just jump straight in. There are 3 tools, main tools that I've been using to do this. So first is actually Hootsuite, and I have actually literally today speaking to someone about a solution to post to Instagram, but I don't want to talk about that just yet, because there's 1 or 2 things that I wasn't happy with yet. Wasn't happy with about it. So I'm going to wait until we have full proxy support, and then I have a special, and then hopefully once that happens in a couple of weeks, maybe we can work something out. We'll do I'll let you know what that is if they ever do upgrade it. But until then, this is what I've been doing, and this is what works great. So if you've got Hootsuite, there is an awesome little plugin called TrendSpotter. It's like $5 a month. Oh dear, LinkedIn API changes. Okay, so let's go to TrendSpotter. Has anyone here heard of TrendSpotter? Used TrendSpotter? Anyone know TrendSpotter here? Yes. Excellent. Okay. Awesome. So a couple of you guys have heard of it. Yes. All right. Nice. So this is what I've been doing. We go to TrendSpotter. Just close this in. Second. I think it's like $4 a month, TrendSpotter. And what it does is it gets things right before they go viral. So it's got all the most popular tags here that are constantly that are most popular ones, right? And you can obviously use your own keywords here. So we can do funny and see what comes up. Funny. And it gives a sort of score of whether or not it's going to go viral, and it's actually been really, really good. I've been getting half of my images that I've been sharing come from here. So look at this trending score of 100. It was posted 29 minutes ago, and then I just typed in funny. So we're just looking at things that are funny that you can repurpose for your own niche, for your own marketing, for whatever it is that you're doing. Now, another thing that you can also do is I found an image of that baby, that funny baby. I saw this image of this baby, but it had text all over it and I couldn't use it and I didn't want to use it. So I did a Google search just for funny baby. Oops, terribly dyslexic tonight. Funny baby. And see, there's that funny baby. Look, images. See, there's that funny baby I used. And here it is. Look, 51. How long to page 1? See, you've got to be a lot creative, okay? Because anyone can just post stuff. You can just post stuff, anyone, right? If you want to go and go with pinpoint precision and do the right thing and just build real loyal followers, niche-related followers, you've got to do this kind of stuff. You can't just be automating that. One second, I see a few hands raised. Yes, as okay. So it wasn't some old hands there. So where was I, guys? Where was I, guys? Okay, Trend Spotter, and not just Trend Spotter. So you can go and find, for example, if you're in, I'm doing SEO here, for example, or social media tips, which is social media. And then, these are some great ones because you've got 5 million, 6 million posts here. I mean, these are some great posts to just come up with stuff right there. You could just, this right here, this is, you've got, so many different captions depending on the market and the niche that you're in there. And like something like this, you can say, I don't know, I don't want to just come up with something that just sounds stupid off the cuff. You do need to spend a few minutes. Like, look, you've got this one here, a photo bomb in the back, and something like, the guy behind you has just bought your favorite domain name. I don't know, whatever it is. I don't know, something stupid, something funny. Think about it for a few minutes. Find a trending image, repurpose that image. Look at this one here. Ha 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 ha. Isn't it funny? Oh, this is the Apple Store. Okay, something, whatever it is to do with anything. You can make this anything from fitness to marketing, to SEO, to social media, to video. You just come up with it. When you're in your niche, you know exactly how you'll come up with something like this. So this could be a great one. Like, I would caption that for SEO. I would say, yes, you can get to page 1 in 24 hours. Like, sure, that kind of thing, the way the guy's laughing, like a real evil kind of a laugh he's got there, so something like that. Yes, you can get to page 1. We can rank your and your website in a day. And that's kind of the similar thing that I did here. A website isn't ranked in a day. I saw some image with Rome and a campaign that lasted a day, and I took a totally different image. I found a totally different image online and added a completely different blurb, and it got 46 likes. And this was May 15th, which was 2.5 weeks ago, and I probably only had about 60 followers or so by then, and it had 46 likes. So the reach is pretty amazing, pretty phenomenal, and is exactly, it's exactly like Facebook was, I think, even longer than that, 5-6 years ago with the reach, just, you know, where all of your followers or most of your followers were able to see your posts. So back to TrendSpotter. So this is, and back to Hootsuite, back to this. So these are the tools. I'm using Grum. So I don't know if you guys know about Grum. Grum is this tool that allows you to post remotely. And I don't know how and where and what, if they're open or not. Oh, there it is. Okay, but it's been really good. Hasn't been banning accounts, and it allows you to schedule stuff, and that's just what I've been using. I'm looking into another solution. I don't want to talk about it. So you guys have already got ways to post to Instagram. Don't even worry about this. I mean, you can use Browsio to post to Instagram. You can use, you just find a mobile. Did you guys know that you can post with Browsio? You can post using the mobile. What's it called with the mobile? The mobile. My brain is gone. What is it called when you have this here? I get it. The mobile user agent. So if you have a mobile user agent, you come down there, set user agent, and you just put the mobile user agent in there, and then it will give you the option to post straight from the browser. So you can now do that. So they seem to be relaxing things a lot compared to the way it was. Yes. Okay, I'll get to that towards the end. Sorry guys, I'm trying to not look at all these hands getting raised. Okay, and try not to answer them, but I looked and sorry. Okay, so Grum, and if you're not using Grum or if you don't have a way to post, just go ahead and do a search for mobile user agents, and there you go, Android WebKit. Come in there, copy that, just come into Browsio, put that in there, open up the user agent, do that, use custom, it'll reset, and then you now have the ability to post from here, post a photo. See that? Post a photo. Whoops. That's how that works. Okay, I'm going to just change that back. So it's that simple. If you just want to post using Browsio, you can just change the user agent to mobile, and I think it'll be good. 1 second. Which one was it on? 45. Okay. Right, so those are the options. You can either use Browsio, Grum, or any other system that you are happy with. And then a secret weapon that I've been using here, which some of you probably know about already, is Stencil. So it works great with Google Images. You can come into Google Images, go to Google Images. Once you install Stencil, it's just do a Google search for it. Getstencil.com, that's the URL, getstencil.com, and you just right-click, open with Stencil, and it automatically imports that image into Stencil for you. And then you're free to go ahead and edit it as you like, change the text, add text. It's got lots of different settings. You're able to, you know, change it around. If you want to use Instagram, it has all these other settings, which is just awesome. So, you know, whether you use it for this or not, if you don't have Get Stencil, I would just get it because you need it. And then you can do the same thing in TrendSpotter. You can click on that. It'll open up the image. I believe there's a way to download it directly. There's a way to download videos directly from TrendSpotter, but I don't bother doing that. I just completely, every single time, I just use, I use Stencil. It'll open up that image for me, and then I'll go ahead and customize the text, the word, whatever it is that I want, and share that via Grum or share that via Browsio with the changed user agent, and then the hashtag strategy. So back to the hashtag strategy, just have a very quick look here at what we did and how we got those likes, and then sort of bring it all together there. So what I noticed when getting started, I mean, I have another account that I had tested with and didn't get anywhere near as good results when I just did a sentence and then 5 or 10 or 20 hashtags. For some reason the formatting or keeping it in the sentence seemed to have helped, I think, maybe with the engagement. So I think that was probably a major factor, is the fact that it was actually a sentence. So it was engagement. It wasn't just, you know, I was talking and the sentence and the hashtags are within the sentence. So I don't know if that's part of their algorithm, but I did notice that it did actually get more likes and engagement when I had a sentence like this. So it just got retweeted by Forbes, Entrepreneurs. I guess my social media strategy and SEO tips are really working. Keep going, never give up, and keep moving. Keep your SMM and SEO strategy organic and clean, and focus on your users by sharing great content is the best social media tip. You see, so I've gone ahead and worked all of the hashtags into the sentence, and they seem to like that more than just shoving a whole bunch of hashtags in. That's what I've seen. So that's what I've kept it, and I've used, and you can see they're all like that. All of the posts that I've got since I noticed that are all like that. Browsio for total SEO, video SEO, and social media marketing. Stay organized, automate boring tasks. Right. So it's a sentence. We're keeping it. We're keeping the sentence. So once you have your whole social media strategy, your whole Instagram strategy rather, what you then want to do is, even though you're not allowed, or there are no clickable links within Instagram, that's fine, because if you're syndicating and you're sending to your Facebook account or your Twitter account, so if we can go to Twitter, let me show you that Forbes that got retweeted that I spoke about in the group. Who wants to see that? Who wants to see that Forbes retweet? Yeah. All right, here it is. Okay, we're logged in already. 13 tweets, 37 followers, and you should know that before I started doing this, I had 0 followers. I had like 1 follower on this account, and I had, like, you can see 100 followers, 100 people I was following. So there's some stuff going on here. Hello, thanks for following CTSEO. Okay, you know, notifications. Right, so look, what I've noticed as well is the hashtag strategy of Instagram is exactly, it works beautifully with Twitter as well. So just simply by posting and using the right hashtags in Instagram, it filters through and gets you all of this pure engagement and people following you, the right kind of followers. Look, marketeering. Look, they're following 800 people and they got 19,000 followers. This also, look, could be a result of the maybe part of the tweet that was retweeted or not. Who knows? So here's the tweet. Look, here's the tweet. The way that I was able to get Forbes Entrepreneur to retweet me was actually is very, very simple. I found this guy. Where is he? Roberto. Is it Roberto? One second. Let me go to my home. I retweeted one of the Forbes Entrepreneurs articles, and I tagged him and said, awesome article. I'm also finding very similar results using Instagram. So where is it? Here we go. Feldman, @Feldman. So I retweeted him. Oops. Where did that go? All right. Great article, @Feldman. Seeing very good results with our customers with Instagram, with or without an e-commerce site. So they were talking about, he said here, the best social platform for e-commerce, gave Shaulim Talks Digital on whatever, Forbes, and so on. So he is one of the Forbes writers. I retweeted him, mentioned him. He then liked my article. If you can go to the like, oops. Can you see the likes here? Where is that? So he liked it, and then it just simply got picked up by entrepreneurs, by Forbes Entrepreneurs, because he was one of the writers. So they retweeted this profile right here. So if I could just get the All right, anyway, it's here. Just got retweeted by Forbes Entrepreneurs. There it is. Okay, anyway, it's on Forbes Entrepreneurs. I'm not sure. I guess it's drowned out in the what do you call it? But this was the initial thing, was just simply getting in there and engaging. You have to engage. You have to you have to be real. He came in like that. Forbes saw that one of their social guys liked that, and they went and retweeted the fact that I was stroking their ego. So I came in and I said, yo, Lauren, that was an amazing article. I'm seeing great results as well with my Instagram, with or without e-commerce. So I was telling them that exactly what you're saying is right. So they said, yeah, awesome. He liked it, and then it got retweeted. And that's the strategy. That's really what everyone is teaching on how to get in there with the gurus, how to get in there with not the decision makers, but with the influencers, is by going in there and you know, not stalking them, but retweeting them in the right way, and you know, and saying, hey, yeah, we're also getting very similar results. But it also made a big difference that the profile has had a lot of engagement, and a lot of images, a lot of professional looking images, and syndication from Instagram. So it looks like, I mean, it's a real profile, it's a real persona. As you can see, you know, they're not all getting or likes or tweets or anything. You have to go out and earn them, really. You have to go out and engage and retweet and get involved. And I'm not saying to do that and spend all day using Twitter, but this has all really happened just from simply syndicating my Instagram to Twitter. So you definitely want to be doing that and syndicating to your Facebook account, so that when you do syndicate through to Twitter, the links here work. So that this one here, or is that other one over there? This had a link, and as you can see, the links, they come out, and the links, when they go onto other platforms, work, right? So even though the links aren't coming out on Instagram, when you syndicate across to Twitter and Facebook and other social platforms like Pinterest, those links are going to be those links are going to come through. So you're also going to get clickable links and some social backlinks. So the overall strategy with all of this is to not sell anything. So you're all probably thinking, okay, great, and we're retweeting and you're getting likes, and what is all of this doing? Well, nothing really, except for driving traffic, building your brand, and generating leads. So what you want to do is you want to always be telling people to sign up and get something. You know, sign up for free. I haven't actually told people to sign up here. I've just added the link there, and a few people click on it. I had a few sign-ups as well, but I haven't actively asked for it. And this is what you want to actively be doing on social media as a whole, is literally asking, giving something away, whatever it might be, whatever niche you're in. If you're in diet, give away some sort of a free report, a free diet report, a free case study. You know, if you've got you know, free software to give away, whatever it is, the idea is to just give stuff away, or to get, and the reason you're giving stuff away is obviously to get an opt-in. So that is the key to making all of this work for you, is to not sit there and try and get a sale off of Instagram, because that's not going to happen. It's not to even sit there and try and get a sale off of Twitter, or a sale off of anywhere on social media. The idea with social media is to get people off of social media and to bring them to your website, to bring them to your blog, to bring them to your domain, right? And the best way to do that is by telling them or getting them to opt into your email list, and then you can then send them to wherever it is you want to send them. And like that, you control the traffic, you control, you know, a major part of your business, which is having customers that you can message and reach, or potential customers that you could message and reach at any given moment. And everyone knows this. This is nothing new, but it's something that you have to take on board and implement into your marketing, and not just be like, oh, I'm just going to post and drop a buy link there now. It's not going to work. You're not going to sell anything like that unless you're a massive spammer and you're just spamming all over the place in totally non-relevant stuff, then you don't need any of this strategy. You just need to open up accounts and just drop links and spam and you know, do that 1,000,000 times a day, and you'll probably make a few sales. But I don't think that's what you guys want. So the idea is to build these out using great content, using content that's proven itself already. I like to go and see other things that have been popular and just bring them over to my niche, like, you know, like the baby picture, like the flowers. I mean, this definitely looks like a funeral flower, and I think it was some sort of a funeral that I took it from, and it was going viral on TrendSpotter. And what has it got? It's got 71 likes. Okay, sorry, your website de-indexed. And as you can see again, just a sentence with hashtags, and it's all sort of worked in nicely, and we're not over spamming, and we're not just dropping hundreds of, you know, or I think 40 is the limit, but we're not, for new accounts, this is what I've seen. I've tested it on about 6 or 7 different accounts, and I've gone ahead and done the followers with them, and without the followers, and just posted, and then just did the followers, and then just posted without the followers. And obviously the best results are posting awesome content and using the follower scripts. So I'm gonna show you one example of using these scripts, and why I believe that this is one of the best ways to do any kind of especially with Instagram, when you have these automation scripts. So you have the ability to kind of babysit your automation. And this is why we've recently added in the pause and the continue once it's paused, is for this exact reason here. So let's use the hashtag search, follow, and like. So this is going to go, and it's going to search, follow, and like. And I forgot how does it work? We do, how many do I want? Number of times and keyword. So we're going to do, let's say 10, and the keyword is social media marketing. Okay, we'll see what comes up. And play checked. And what this is going to do is going to go search for 10, the hashtag social media marketing, and it's going to go ahead and engage by liking and following 10 posts, right? So you see social media marketing. I mean, this is pretty much what they're doing. Look, these guys have got massive followers, so they can just spam a little bit. Nobody cares, work harder, success. Okay, so it's following, and then it's going to go ahead and like it. So, for example, I'm going to wait for the next one. Okay, don't know what that has to do with social media marketing. So while you're here, you can go ahead and say pause, and then look at it's the Kardashians, isn't it? Right. What kind of social media marketing is this? Right. And that is now posted, and continue with the automation, and it's liking it and following, and this is really the essence of all I've done. Is I've gone ahead and ran these scripts. 99% of the time I've just let them run. You know, when you have a little bit of time and you want to go ahead and spend some time on doing this kind of engagement with some of your more, also look, this is a great Thrive marketing agency. In large part, your business success with any online marketing campaign comes down to the eyeballs. So I would go at Thrive Marketing Agency. So at Thrive Marketing Agency, love your Insta profile. Got my eyeballs on you. SEO browser. Okay, and continue. So we've just gone ahead, and we've done this is you know, this is really the most ethical way to do it. And you're not going to get, I mean, it's going to be very, very hard for you to, I mean, this is, you know, we're not clogging it up. The real reason, the main reason why Instagram likes to get rid of all these automations is because I agree with them. It clogs up the highways, the social highways for real engagement, for those people that are spending a little bit more time and really getting in there and engaging. And this is what you want to be doing. I'm not saying, again, do this every single time, and I'm not saying to do this with all your accounts. I'm saying to do this with your more authoritative accounts, those accounts that you really want them to go somewhere, and you'll see a lot better results by going and pausing and engaging and getting involved in conversations and that kind of thing. So let me just stop this for now. I think you guys get the picture. I see a couple of hands raised, and we've been talking for about an hour now. I think I'm going to end the Instagram training and talk a little bit about the new Browsio platform coming that we're working on. But before I do that, let me just find the questions. If you guys have got any questions, let me take a couple of questions. I mean, it's pretty straightforward stuff, but fire away, guys, if you've got any questions before I go into how we're going to be updating Limitless over the next day for you guys, and also the new Browsio platform, which is going to be based on this. You guys ready to see that? Can I get a let me get a 1 if you guys are all good with the training and want me to just move on. Yeah, 1 1 1 1 1. Okay, no questions. Very clear, straightforward stuff. Awesome. So if you've got any questions, now's the time. But I'm sure there's going to be a recording, so you can go over it. Very straightforward stuff. And then, okay. Yeah, no, that's still not in, Joseph. We'll have that over the coming months, I imagine, when we get that into full manual mode. But we are working on that. Okay, so let's open up Can User Agent Settings. Yeah, you can save the settings of the actual, you can save the settings in your, Lee is asking about the user agent settings. Yeah, you can just save the settings here. Let me close this down. Over here, save session. Click save session, and that will save your user agent and all of your settings here, including your JavaScript settings, privacy settings, whatever you want to show. Yes, I always use one persona, one proxy, because the main reason is because even with dedicated, chances are other people are using other ports on that with that IP for the same site. So I tend to just keep it one at a time, because even though you have a dedicated proxy or a semi-dedicated proxy and you're the only one, chances are the people are using it on those blocks, and when they ban proxies, they don't just ban one string, they ban entire blocks, so they'll all go. So I tend to just use one per persona, one proxy per persona. But having said that, if you've got 500 personas, you only need 100 proxies, you know, because you're not going to be using them all day long. If you're using them once a week, once every couple of days, once every couple of weeks, then, you know, you're going to be logging in with different proxies. It's fine. It's, you know, but when you're working on them all day long, every day, yeah, one proxy per persona for sure. Just going through the questions. Anything how to do, can't find anything on how to do Facebook. Okay. I did, Mike, asking about the best training for setting up personas. There is a bootcamp training on the channel. I'm actually going to send that out to everyone on email. And that's going to be one of the first emails I send through to all of you once I get this set up for the new guys coming on board. But yeah, go onto the Facebook, onto the YouTube channel, and there is a bootcamp playlist, and in there there's going to be proxy setup and then persona setup and how it all works and how all of the personas and tiers and profiles all work together and what they mean. So that will clear everything up for you there. Okay, so there is, yeah, I mean, we use, I mean, there's the phone verifications that we have. There's SMS PVA and hide my numbers SMS getter. So you've got those two in there, base API, or you can go to the main site and just use the sites. That's fine. It works just as good. So that's all in there. Okay, so let's just move on unless anyone else has got any more questions. Nope. Okay. All right. I'm sure I'll get a few more along the way anyway. So the new platform and the new Limitless, which is going to be the new Browsio. Okay. So yes, this is very familiar. Just close this down so I can see my screen. And here we go. All right. So I'm so excited. I'm getting even excited again because I forgot that this was in here already. All right. So why am I so excited? First of all, we've now implemented for Limitless, for all of those of you who have got Browsio, you all have, by the way, access to Limitless. So for those of you that are new, you have access to this, the pro version of this tool. It's in your members area. And second, yeah. Okay, so what we've done is we've implemented a couple of massive changes. So we've got the settings page and the platform, the way that it works, some of you already know. I don't see what you're doing. You don't see, can you guys see my screen now here? Have you got my screen? Have you got, can you see what I'm doing here? I've got Limitless open up now. Looks like I'm getting a couple, yeah? Okay. Guys, yes? Can I get a yes or a one if you can, or you can't see the screen? Yeah, I've got everyone saying yes, yes. Okay. All right, cool. So as of now, those of you with Limitless, you please start using it, because I know it's been a little bit hard up until now because of the way that it works, and you've got all of your stuff over in Browsio, and you now have all of this new stuff over here in Limitless, and you just want to use all the personas. So now you can, and I have to say it has actually been holding me back a little bit as well from using Limitless as often as I should, just simply because it let's face it, was, you know, when you've got 100, 200, 1,000 profiles in Browsio, you want to come over to Limitless and you want to be able to just sync everything. So now you can. Okay, so you right click. Hold on a second, let me remember how do we do this. Oh yeah, we do the new, and then we have the import now. So project folder, you could always open up a project, open up a folder, but now you can import straight from Browsio any project, folders, everything all at once, although I wouldn't suggest doing that, all at once straight in here. And what it does is we sync everything together with your cookies and your cache and everything, so that you're going to find yourself all already logged in. Actually, we're not even syncing. We're doing some real behind the scenes ninja stuff where we're just bringing it all together and actually using the same system. So so that is how that's working. The platform is going to be, this is the new platform, the way it's going to work. Whereas everything opens up very compartmentalized. Everything is separate. Everything runs with a separate thread. Everything runs on a separate instance, so that we are going to be a lot more efficient. We're going to be so efficient, you guys are not going to know what to hit you when you get this new version. I have to say, we're still a couple of months away. It's a massive undertaking, and we've been working on it for a while, and we're getting there. We've got some of the main things implemented. So the two things that I wanted to discuss was the issue. I mean, I have nearly 2,000 accounts in my Browsio, so sometimes it could be really hard finding the accounts. right? So we have now implemented a search facility. So let's go into, let's say, demo, and I want to find John or Kylie, and I'm in browse, and I know that I need this particular persona. So you just type in KY, and it's going to come up with all of the personas that have got those words. So it's search based now, and then you click on it and it will open it up, and it's just going to go straight to that persona. So that's already in Limitless. It's just not going to be in Browsio yet. We can't. It's just it's a totally new platform, and I'm sure you guys appreciate it and know. So it's going to be a while, but this is where we're going. Now, we're also implementing cookies and cache and how to manage that. Now, there's a way to do it now which is very, very crude, and I wouldn't want to do it, and I'm not going to be implementing it or using it myself, but I am going to give the option to those of you that do want to have a very crude way of managing your cache, and you're going to be able to set a limit on the individual browsers to allow you to have, let's say, you don't want the cache to go over 0.5 gig, or you don't want the cache to go over 5 gig, or you don't want the cache to go over whatever. So you're going to be able to have that set. So at the moment, that's not in yet. We're going to be adding that in, and I didn't want to add that in just simply because of the way that it works. I mean, you have no control over what it is that you're deleting. It's just a matter of once it gets to a certain size, and there's no way to delete it by a date or based on date, it just deletes it. It just randomly deletes stuff, and it could be deleting cookies that you need and cache and so on and so forth. So what we want and what we've been working at, and we're going to be implementing this into the new platform, is a smart caching system where you're going to be able to allocate certain websites that you're going to want to save the cookies and cache for, and then you can set your cookies and you can set your cache to never go over whatever it is you want it to go over, and every time it goes and it clears the cookies and cache, it'll just automatically clear and delete and manage it, but it won't delete all of the cookies and the cache that you've set aside for it to save, so that you're still never going to have issues with logging in and cookies, and all of the right cookies and cache are going to be saved. So that's how that's going to work. Those are the new changes. The actual settings menu is going to be a completely different beast. Like here we have settings. So when changing proxies, it's going to be a totally new ball game. So if we want to, let's say, change all of the proxies in this project, we type in select all, and then they all come here. And then you can go ahead and add your proxies in there. You want to do all of them, you can literally do select all in that way. I would suggest not doing it that way, but as you can see how much smoother and sweeter and faster this platform is. And this is the direction. This is where we're going. This is how it's going to be working. And that's it. That's what's coming. So amazing things coming for the efficiency of Browsio. Workflow is going to be so much smoother and sweeter. And this is, I think this is going to make, and it's going to address all of the small issues that people have been having with regards to cache and cookies and systems that are slowing down. You know, when you have so many things running and so many projects at the same time, and you've got all of these other little elements running as well in the background, it can be a little bit of a memory hog. So we're going to get rid of the main parts of this being a hog. It's still pretty efficient, as you all know, but it's going to get even better. So that's where we're going. The Limitless, this version of Limitless will be released over the next 24 hours, so you'll all have access to that. And please start using it. You've got now the ability to sync all of your personas, or the personas that you're going to want to use Limitless Uploader with, and it's just all available for you to use. So please do. Guys, I've been talking for just over an hour. I think I'm going to end the webinar here. I'll take a few more questions if you do. If you've got any questions, and then hopefully post this recording a little bit later on, or sometime over the next 24 hours. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think this new platform is awesome? Let me get a 1 if you do, or don't say anything if you don't really. 1. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Rick. Jim, Robert, awesome. Okay. Yes. So listen, I would love this to be available already for Browsio, but we need to literally bring the whole thing over. It's a whole new system, so it's going to take a little bit of time, but this is the direction we're going, and it's going to just get better for us. So looking forward, I'm also really looking forward to this. Like, you don't understand how I'm looking forward to this. Look at my Browsio thing here. I mean, you don't want to know. I've got nearly 2,000 personas in here, and I wish I'm going to bring all of my personas into Limitless just so that I can use the search facility. And you guys have got that ability too as well, because you've got access to it. So if you've got so many personas and you're stuck, just import them all into Limitless, use the search facility there, and then you'll know exactly where they are, because it's just going to import the same exact tree diagram into Browsio. Well, listen, Lee's asking about have Browsio support native iMacro scripts. Browsio itself cannot, because a native iMacro script means that you need to have Excel spreadsheets and text files, and it needs to be pulling information from all different places, and the Browsio iMacros are just so much easier to use and to customize and to work with using the data source instead of our own custom data source. However, if you do want to use regular iMacro scripts, by all means, you can use them within the regular browser. So you don't need to actually use Browsio. You can open up, you can go to any of your personas, right-click, and then it will open up in the System Firefox. I would suggest using System Firefox. And the reason for that is because the System Firefox comes with automatically with the WebRTC and everything set to 100% privacy. The cookies and cache and everything will get synced as well when you open up, when you go into these new personas, and then you can install anything you want. You can install any plugin you want and run the iMacros like that. I mean, you're not going to be able to use them within the IA club. No, that will never work just because of the system, the way that it works. But if you have iMacros that you want to run individually, you can do it exactly like this. Just right-click, open up in the system browser. This is going to be all secure. Here, let's just go to Whoever and see what Whoever is saying. And system time might be wrong, or 55%. So the IP, what is it? That's a level DNS. So this doesn't like my DNS there. There's the DNS. This right here. Oh, right. It's got a different DNS than. Yeah, I hate it when they do that. So that's nothing really, but that's just because they're probably using the Google DNSs. Shouldn't really be. These proxies should not be actually. Okay, so yeah, so that's how you do it. Yeah, it's totally different, guys. So when you right click and launch that, it launches, and if you open Chrome, it'll ask you to sync if you want to sync. So would you like to sync your current Browsio cache with this instance? So click yes, and then it opens up, and it'll take a little bit of time. So there you go, and then it's all with all of the cookies and the cache and everything that you have got over in Browsio, with all of the security settings. However, because of the way Chrome is, you do need to install external plugins to mask your identity, like WebRTC and a few other things. That's why I just use Firefox unless I have to use Chrome. And then it asks you if you want to sync it back, and then you can. And you can add plugins and anything you want to your individual versions. When you open into the browser version, you can add your plugins, and it saves your plugins and everything for when you come back to it next time. So you close it down, and then when you come back to it, it'll have all the plugins that you've saved in that instance for you. So yeah, so it's like having it's like you can either use Browsio to actually do it within Browsio, or you can use the external instances if you want to use a completely open browser like that, and it'll still be as secure with all of the cookies and cache. So yeah, it's entirely up to you. It's a regular browser. You can add any plugin and anything you want to it. Okay, so Okay, so Tim, Limitless, if you're new to Browsio, Limitless is a dedicated YouTube uploader. API-based uploader. You get your own API, you create your own API, and you just simply use this interface here to upload, and you click on that. Let's add the settings. Oops, and here. Okay, and back, and there you go. And that's basically how that works. So you have you can upload videos, and you can work with multiple personas and projects at the same time using Limitless, and upload to multiple personas and projects at the same time using Limitless. And you can now sync your cookies and cache from Browsio to Limitless, so that it's all in there. All you need to do is set up the API. It takes you 2 seconds, and you've got your own custom API uploader, which does give you instant authority, and it does give you a boost in the rankings. And if you're doing local marketing, you'll probably rank just by uploading it. Yeah, you get an API for each profile. That's the beauty of it, is that you're not sharing it. You're not basically using an open API that every man and his dog and cat and whatever else is using, and the authority is diminished, and you probably get accounts banned a lot of the times. But these are your own custom API. You go into the developer console, open it up, and are able to then use your own here. You can see you come in here, you go the OAuth authorization, you put in your cookies and cache, and it does it all there. Okay, so yeah, you have whoever's got. Oh, maybe I didn't add it into the monthly because the monthly was new. I'll check and see if it's not, and if not, then I'll add it into the monthly. Nancy, but you should also have access to it, so I'll double check that. But you should have access to Limitless Professional, not the Limitless Personal. You should have Limitless Professional with all of the same options that I'm showing you here. So if you don't, let me know, and I'll take a look anyway a little bit later on or tomorrow and see maybe for some reason it didn't sync with the monthly, because I think I maybe launched it before the monthly was even available. That's probably why. So you may only have access to the personal. Okay, so I'll get that hooked up if so. All right. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome, everyone. And I'm ending the video. I'm ending the video. I'm ending the webinar training. Hope you guys got something from that and know how to use the iMacros and strategy now for Instagram. Go out and just do it. It's just a matter of doing it, really, because if you don't do it, you won't get results. If you do it, yeah, it's that simple a lot of the time. Okay, so thank you, Steve, thank you, Robert, thank you, Nancy, thank you, everyone, for coming, and I will update you in a couple of, I think I'm going to wait a couple of weeks before I even say anything or find out. I'm just waiting to hear from the developer about proxy support. And you know me and us, and if there's no proxy support, we can't really do much. Thank you, everyone. All right, thanks. All right, guys, awesome. See you in the group, and I will get this hopefully posted over the next 24 hours and send it out. Okay, guys, have an awesome day. Take care. Bye-bye.